Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we're going to be having a look at a pair of vehicles that come in a mod pack from Gaskell Games. Now, there are two vehicles here. There's the GGMS Tigress and the ALZ S8400. Now, this is a forwarder and log skidder combo pack, and there's a lot to dive into with this pack of vehicles. Now, if you are a fan of logging in SnowRunner, or if logging is something that you really do more than anything else, especially in the campaign mode, you're going to love these additions to the game. Now, one of the coolest things in my opinion about this is that you can either drive them around as normal vehicles, or if you wanted a little bit more of a realistic logging roleplay experience, you could actually trailer these out to the logging areas and then actually use them to either skid the logs back to where you needed them, or you could use the forwarder to actually load and pack the logs and transport them to their drop-off points. Now, we're going to go ahead and take these out each one at a time, go through some of their customization options, and also see what they can do. Now, customization-wise with the GGMS Tigress. Now, the GGMS Tigress is one of the coolest looking vehicles I think I've ever seen from a functional perspective. And the engine options are the Tigress 4045 4.5 liter. It's the stock engine, and it provides a vanilla-focused SnowRunner experience. There's also the upgraded 6-liter engine, which provides a balanced yet powerful experience in GGMS's own words. So this is going to be 650 brake horsepower. So let's go ahead and go with the upgraded engine. And gearbox-wise, we have a stock, and then we have an advanced. So let's see. This is going to be slow, whereas the advanced is going to be average speed. So let's go with the advanced. Now, suspension-wise, we have solely a stiff option. Tires-wise, everything is either 59 or 75, but, well, actually, until you get into the mud tires category, which there's the, let's see, the GGMS DMT1 in both 59 and 75. There's also the 79-inch MT1, which is what it comes with right off the bat. You also have the 79-inch chained CT1, which these would actually be really, really helpful in some of the Yukon maps where you're going to be logging in areas where there might be some snow and ice up at the top of the mountains, but it's going to be muddy down at the bottom of the mountains. So if you're going to be traversing a lot of different terrain or a lot of varying terrain in something like this, I would definitely recommend these chain tires. Now, I think for this test, I might stick with the MT1s. And let's see, we're going to do the autonomous winch. And frame add-ons wise, this is where it gets really interesting. Now, obviously, you have the log boom on the back, but on the front, you can also do the KRS crane. You can do the LP4 log loader crane. Let's see, metal detector module, GGMS flatbed. So if you wanted to use this thing for maybe a little bit more of a like standard hauling style of gameplay, it's a 2-unit flatbed. There's also the GGMS log carrier. There's the log carrier small. So basically this would be for your medium log setup, and then this would be for your small log setup. Now the log grabber works with the small log bunk, but not the medium log bunk. There's also the plow on the front, which you can either have on or off. I'm going to leave it on for this application. You also have the IM50 loading crane and saddle low, should you want to actually tow a semi-trailer along with running the small logs add-on, which could actually prove to be very, very useful if you're towing maybe, for example, a large fuel trailer, or you want to haul some vehicles using the skidder while you're also hauling logs, or maybe logs and cargo, or any combination thereof. So let's go outside now with the standard setup it has at the moment and see what that's all about after we check out the, we'll go with the raised snorkel and single wheel option. I kind of figured that would be the case. You also have some solid color options here to choose from, and really at the end of the day, they all look really, really good. But I think what I'm going to stick with is I'm going to stick with the sort of livery design that he has in there right now. And I'm going to go with beans, absolutely. And, oh, you can hang some of the playing cards from up there. That's really, really cool. I dig that. I dig that. We'll throw the dice up there. That's pretty sick. And you can also, yo, that's really, really cool. You can throw, like, hood ornaments on the front. I dig that. I'll throw the saber tooth out there. That's pretty sick. All right. Now, this thing is huge. I mean, size-wise, it's definitely going to be something that's going to be, like, on the same level of, you know, your twin steer or any other vehicles thereof in that category, but it's going to be a lot taller. It's going to be a lot wider. So, let's see. Also, I want to look into this. Oh, dude. So, that log grabber, if I click use grabber, whoa. So, this would definitely take a little bit of getting used to, but man, A button, open, close jaws, rotate left and right. tilt backwards and forwards, and lower and raise. There's a lot of different options to go through here when you're messing around with this log grabber, so it would definitely take some practice to get into, but once you got into it, I definitely think that you could actually properly get some stuff done. Now, let's see what we can do when we go in here, go to, let's say, short logs, and I want to go at it from sort of the standpoint of if we were going to maybe drag some logs behind us. So let's see about, going back and forth here. So we can load up with short logs, but here's my question. Before I do that, log grabber, use grabber, how does it rotate? So that's solely for skidding. You can't actually rotate it around. It's for skidding, not loading. Okay, so we're gonna do short logs, and then we're going to do, I'm gonna say like medium logs behind us. Let me find the medium logs and we'll see what that looks like. So medium logs on the loading platform. And let's see if I can grab them from here. Now this might be a little bit weird. I'm not sure if it's gonna actually work properly, but let's back you up anyway and find out. It's very, like, snappy to drive, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but, like, oh my god, the grip is tremendous. It literally just drove right up onto the back of the freaking thing. Close. Oh, that didn't work. Oh god. I want to make it actually grab, like, without freaking out. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'd say, oh, jeez. Oh, this is weird. Hang on. And so I guess if you wanted to skid some logs around using the log grabber on the back, totally could do it. Totally could do it. So let's make our way a little bit further out. Now, granted, I would definitely recommend if you're actually going to use the log skidder in a functional way, like, skid multiple logs at once. Don't just skid one. I mean, I'm purely doing that for demonstration purposes. But yeah, don't just skid one log along. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to drop that one. Move my rig forward just a little bit and then go pick it up again because I feel like I'll be able to actually use this setup a lot better. Please work this time, please work this time, please work this. Yes! I did it right! Oh my god, I did it right. Thank god. Alright, change time, change weather. I'm out of here. There we go. Alright, Beans. Where is Beans? Oh, there he is. What's up, buddy? Oh, it doesn't have a horn. I went to go... No! I loaded it right, and it slid out of the hook. Oh, my God, that makes me sad. Okay, back into the garage now after attempting to make that work. Oh, wait. What? Where did my... Oh, it disappeared. Oh, that's annoying. I have to buy another one. There's nothing in my storage. Storage is grayed out because I feel like people are going to say, no, you already bought it. It's in your storage. My storage is grayed out, dude. I don't know where my other vehicle went. It's not in my map. It's not in my storage. It's just kind of hiding somewhere. Now, this guy, I'm sure is going to be super interesting because this is, rather than the other rig, this is a full-on log skidder through and through. This reminds me of the logging in MudRunner. And the logging in MudRunner, oh man, I mean, if you remember the logging from the MudRunner days, bro, this, I'm sure, is going to absolutely just take you back. So after a little bit of messing around with the game mechanics of this thing, I've actually gotten it to work, and I've also got 3 long logs loaded up in the skidder, and this looks like how it was meant to be used. I mean, it really does look like it was meant to look, in my opinion. Now, I don't know why it's kind of twisting up to one side like that, but at the end of the day, if you are going through a logging-focused map, or maybe if you have a logging-focused roleplay going, this right here would be probably one of the greatest additions to that you could possibly have. Now, the maneuverability of the central articulation is amazing, and it's definitely something that'll help you out a lot when you're trying to skid some logs out of a tight area in the woods. And definitely, like, when you're moving along, the biggest thing you gotta remember is that you can't carry a lot of speed, and I'll tell you why. If you carry a lot of speed, the logs will fall out. Not by any fault of the grabber, but I think more based on what the physics system does. The physics system seems to like to pull the logs out of the grabber, and I'm not sure if that depends on how you get it loaded, or if it solely depends on, like, and I don't know why it's twisting up like that. That's so weird to me. Once again, it might be just kind of a characteristic of the physics system itself, but I encourage you to be careful when you're using this thing, because if you're not careful, you could cause yourself a lot of headaches in terms of losing the lumber that you just picked up. Now, in losing the lumber that you just picked up, that's going to create even more headaches for you, so you've just got to, like I said before, you just got to stay on top of what you're doing and really be careful, because if you're not careful, it's going to go very sketch very fast. But if you like a more careful, more deliberate style of gameplay, these are going to be amazing for you. These are going to be vehicles that I think are going to stay in your garage for a long time, and they're going to be vehicles that I think are going to fit into a campaign scenario very, very, very well. Now, if you guys enjoyed a look at this mod pack, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.